Texas, so I'm not mistaken. Number 10 qualifier. So far, he and Ryan posted up a best of 6:47 alongside of Larry Roberts. Larry Roberts comes out of Lawrence, South Carolina. Race Tech chassis dragster. 632 cubic inches. Big block Chevrolet. A 55-year-old. He's got a towing business. He's a shop owner out there in South Carolina. Larry and Shannon. Larry didn't have a very good outing yesterday. Only mustered up a 13-second pass. He had problems getting down the track. So hopefully all his issues are squared away. He has some data to go on for first-round eliminations. Tom Martino, Larry Roberts. Oh, yeah. Larry's going to like that one. Looks a lot better here today. 665, 200 miles an hour. Great improvement for Larry Roberts. And Tom Martino goes 643. Good enough for number 10 spot at 209 miles an hour. Larry Roberts. Great improvement. So Jim Prevost out of the water box there in the toy barn side. Comes out of Mundelein, Illinois. VRN chassis dragster with 632 big block. And he'll roll in alongside of John Deacons. Deacons here in Sunoco Lane. Runner out of Louisville, Kentucky. 2012 racecraft chassis. Little Persian nitrous oxide coming out of the car. 760 big block Chevrolet. Building some big cubic inches in these things. So Prevost had a pretty solid outing yesterday with a 640 lap at 209 miles an hour, and Johnny Deacons did not get a good lap. Car had trouble getting down the lane in yesterday's qualifying session. So we'll see if he can improve. Good looking car. Deacons been doing this for a while. Look at the wheels up launch. Car carries the front tires out about 70 feet, puts it back down, he'll gather it up. And there's an improvement. 648, 207 miles an hour. Deacons crew very happy. Jim Prevost. He runs 640, 209, good enough for a number 8 position. Next pair. Eddie Surratt, out of Claysville, Pennsylvania. 2015 American chassis car. It's a brand new dragster for him this year. 540 big block Chevrolet with a power adder. Got a Pro Charger on it. Alongside of Mike Troth, the Alexander Kentucky-based runner. Undercover chassis dragster. Chevrolet 706 cubic inch motor. He and David Hopper. So Eddie ran a 663 yesterday, 217 miles an hour out in the sun. And Mike Troth qualified number 23 with his nitrous-assisted dragster. Ran 677 at 207. So Eddie Surratt, Mike Troth getting set and ready to go for number 2 qualifying attempt. Well, another stellar-looking side-by-side pass. Eddie Surratt goes 657. A little bit of improvement on yesterday's performance, 214. And Mike Troth goes 648, 207, good enough for number 11 spot. Eddie Surratt moves into number 19. And Andrew Johnson still holding on to the number 1 qualifying position at 623. Here comes Karma Hopper, instant Karma machine. Looks a beautiful dragster. Karma, she's a 51-year-old UPS supervisor out of Walton, Kentucky. Undercover chassis dragster, Chrysler horsepower, 655 cubic inches with a little nitrous assist. And she'll roll in alongside of Rob Moser, the patriarch, business owner, Moser Engineering. His Moser chassis, American chassis dragster, the Moser Engineering sponsored car. It's a Pro Charger car. Rob Moser. Of course, you all know we're running the Moser Super Shootout and the Moser Sportsman Shootout here at the Jegs Northern Sports Nationals. Patriarch of Moser Engineering, 30-year-old company that makes all the rear end parts and pieces. Well, Karma Hopper on a pretty good lap, 005 reaction time. She'll run 650, improves by 2 at 208. Bob Moser goes 638, 216. He moves right on up in the number 7 spot. So Karma Hopper stays number 14. Bob Moser moves into number 7. That brings up Phil Oakley and Brian Keller. Phil Oakley completes his burnout on the left side of the racetrack out of Philpott, Kentucky. 42-year-old engine builder with it. 2013 American Chassis Dragster, probably the only car in top dragster right now with 4 horsepower, 638 cubic inches for Phil Oakley. And Brian Keller here on the Sunoco lane, right side of the racetrack. It's a Switzer Chassis car with a supercharged Hemi. Macedonia, Ohio, his hometown. Brian and Rick stepping in here, take a look at the car, make sure everything's okay, quick check the gauges. Brian's happy, Rick's happy, they'll send the car. Brian had a pretty stellar outing yesterday, wound up number 3 in qualifying with a 626 at over 230 miles an hour. Phil Oakley pretty solid with 660 at 208. 25 cars. We're going to fill the field here. Look at Brian Keller with a 001 reaction time. Here's here to play. Takes it very serious. 622 improves by 400ths of a second quicker than yesterday at 233 miles an hour. And Brian Keller, your new number 1 qualifier. Alongside of Phil Oakley, who's number 14 currently, with a 649 best at 208. How about that? Say hello to your new number 1 qualifier, Brian Keller, ladies and gentlemen. 622, 233 miles an hour. Problems for Mark Harmon. Started Brad going out, make sure he can get reverse in the car. They'll shove him back out of the way as quickly as they can. It's Tom Fisher sitting there idling. So Mark Harmon, Sunman, Indiana, Switzer Chassis car, getting some manpower pushing him back. Tom Fisher patiently waiting. Tommy Fisher out of Englewood, Ohio, Division III player. Atkins Chassis Dragster with a 632 cubic inch Chevrolet. He'll go out on a solo pass for his second qualifying attempt. Joe Tom. He ran 663 yesterday during qualifying. See what he does today. .667, 197 miles an hour for Tommy Fisher. Tough break for Mark Harmon. Hopefully they'll get that figured out. The fast lube dragster getting pushed off. So we continue on here in qualifying session number 2. And the top dragster. We'll take a look now. Anthony Elrod. Anthony comes out of Herod, Ohio, the American Chassis car, the Sunoco car, Sunoco Race Fuels car. He'll stage up against Joe Fisher here in a little bit, the Racing RVs car, Clayton, Ohio, his hometown. Take a look at this. This is one of those Chromeworks cars, man. You know, it starts out probably as an American chassis car, then Chromeworks gets a hold of it, puts on all the custom paint, beautiful chrome, powder coating. No part of this car that isn't beautiful. Joey Fisher. Remind you, part of the Jegs Northern Sports Nationals will have officials, I believe, from the certification team. Is that how it works, Redman? One of you guys go out and pick best appearing car. And, I think it's the best appearing and best engineering. Who does that? Richie, you? Certification team does best engineered. Certification team does best engineered. We give numbers on best appearing and everybody takes a look at it. Got a drag racing icon standing next to me in the tower, sitting next to me in the tower, I should say. Bill Redman Floyd. He said he promised me. I begged him, been begging him since I got here. I said, Bill, would you please come up and do some color? There's nobody in the business that knows more about Division III sportsman racing, I think, than Bill Floyd. Almost 40 years in the business, NHRA competition. And hopefully he's going to sit in with me and do a little bit of color. He's going to tell me a little bit of history about stock, super stock. I'm going to get an education. I'm a long-time student of drag racing. I'm still learning every day. What better tutor to have than Redman? Right now, back out on the starting line. Coming out of the water box here in the toy barn side is going to be Anthony Elrod, as I previously introduced. He ran